I literally can't believe we're about to do this. Like, it has been so long since I've made a video, and now, like, I'm back in front of the camera. Totally different setup. I don't know what to say, but I'm back, I think, kind of. 2K23 drops in, like, 2 days. YouTube, what's good? It's that boy Brian. Something that has everybody in the community up in arms right now is this 2K YouTubers tier list. I'm gonna put it on the screen in a second here, and we're gonna run through it together, my tier list. Now, like, quick disclaimer, I have not watched a lot of these people. Like, all these people on here, even if I've heard of them, I have not watched them. So I put them in the haven't watched. So I only really have a couple, not a couple, I have a solid amount of YouTubers down here, but it's not like the full list. So if you like these creators and you're like, oh, that person's S tier, well, I might not have just watched them. So just bear with me with that. But I'm gonna go through. I'm a bit more of the OG in the community. Like, I've been watching these YouTubers for a long time, as I know a lot of you have as well. So I'm gonna rank these guys, and I want you to tell me what you think on my rank, because I know it's pretty controversial right now. But let me know down below in the comments. Let me know on Twitter, anywhere. I'm here for it. I think first we just gotta put Smooth in S. Like, come on, everyone knows that Smooth S tier. Chris Smooth. First ever person I watched in NBA 2K. I love Chris Smooth. I watched his My Career back in 2K like 14, I think. 2K13 my first 2K. So like, Chris Smooth, absolute legend. Next we got Aiden Ross. I'm putting Aiden in an A tier, man. Aiden is so funny, but also he breaks the internet. Like, when he played with Bronny that night, like, that whole clip went absolutely viral. And Aiden is just a funny guy. Like, no matter what you think about him and all that, he can be funny, he's entertaining, and he gets a ton of views. So for 2K community, I'm putting him at an A tier. Afro Pig. Alright, Afro's a C tier. Alright, Afro's a C tier. I actually watched some Afro. I didn't mind his videos, but there was nothing like special about Afro that like was different from other people. He had a couple series I remember that were pretty unique, but that was after like some Curry's Court stuff with Kuda, and I'm gonna get into Kuda. Actually, my favorite YouTuber, him and Jess are like, I don't know, but whatever. But I'm putting Afro C tier. Now, like, C tier isn't bad. It's just like, of the people that I watched, how much I enjoyed them. I'm giving these rankings based off how much I enjoyed them, how long I watched them for, and like their impact on the 2K community. So that's what I'm gonna say. All right, Agent. Now, Agent is a beast. I love Agent. I'm putting Agent at a B tier. I've watched a lot of Agent videos. He's funny and he's just an entertaining guy. Like, Agent is just a guy that he's just like a big teddy bear, you know? You just want to like give him a hug. Like, Agent is just that dude. Like, he's informative, he's entertaining, he's funny. His videos, no matter how long or how short they are, you want to watch all the way through. So that's super important with the YouTuber, I think. So I put Agent at a B tier. Annoying is another guy that I'm gonna put at C tier. I don't like all these guys. I've watched all these guys and I like all these guys' content, but I just like have watched Annoying like not as much. I've only watched a couple of his videos. He's entertaining though, but at the same time I haven't really watched a ton of him, and from what I have, I'm putting him at C tier because I just haven't watched that much. So yeah. Carlos Story. I'm gonna put Carlos at a B because I watched a little bit of Carlos. I don't really play a ton of my team, so that was why I don't really watch him that much. But he has great like sniping videos and stuff like that. So Carlos is great for my team people. I'm just not a huge my team guy, so that's why I put him at B. But Carlos is definitely a great YouTuber. Cash Nasty, you already know, S tier. I love Cash. Cash is such a, he's just, I've loved Cash's story, and I watch him to this day with 2Hype. I watch him in all of his content, and back in the day, his pack openings, his search and destroys with like Jesser, oh man, those were literally the days. Like, so Cash, definitely in the S tier. Next up is Chalk. Now, Chalk is somebody I haven't watched a ton of. I'm gonna put him at B. He has some informative videos as far as like dribble tutorials and stuff like that. Obviously in the 2K league for the Nets gaming, I'm a Nets fan, like someone that I definitely like look up to in the sense of what he's been able to do with the Nets and like the 2K league, but also some controversy and some other things with Chalk. I mean, his content definitely can be informative and helpful, but for that reason, I'm gonna put him at B. I also haven't watched a ton of him, so I'm gonna do that. And also at the end of this entire ranking, I'm gonna go through and rearrange each tier from like top to bottom. So like, this doesn't mean that, like, for example, doesn't mean Annoying is better than Afro. I'm gonna rearrange that at the end. Next up is Cole the Man. I'm putting Cole at A tier, man. Cole has been such a great person to me personally, and also I love his content. Super entertaining, super hilarious guy. I always laugh when watching his videos. I mean, I actually did a podcast with Cole. I'm going to link that on the top right of the screen right now. You can check it out, and also I'll pop a picture on the screen. Cole is just a genuine guy. Like, his story is really great also. His content is great, and he's honestly one of the faces of the Park community. So for that reason, I'm putting Cole at A. Next up, we got I'm Davis. I'm going to put Davis at B tier, man. Davis is, again, super entertaining guy, super funny, and he's also really good at the game. Like, he's great at Park. Like, I know he hasn't uploaded in a long time, but Davis, back in the day, he was a dog in the park. Let's not get that twisted. So, I'm going to put Davis at a B tier. Haven't watched him a ton, but definitely there were days when I was watching every video he uploaded because I'm a huge Park guy, so I was definitely watching that. Denver Struck, I'm going to put him at C just because I haven't really watched. Look, C tier is like the guys who I've like watched a little bit of, but like not enough to like the content. You know what I'm saying? So like Denver, C tier. Denver was actually someone who actually rated me one time in my stream. So shout out to Denver. He was actually a homie for that. Denver's got good content. Definitely fun with the pack openings, everything he does. But personally, I'm just going to put him at C. Haven't watched a ton and haven't really gotten into his content. Epic Kai. Only real ones know Epic Kai. I'm going to put Epic Kai at a C tier. But Epic Kai, him and Jesser back in the day, those videos were amazing. The NBA Jam Bros, like, come on, if you know, you know. But I'm going to put Kai at a C. But, like, those were the days with him and Jesser going back and forth with videos and, like, different games and stuff like that. Those were fun times. But Kai's at a C for me. FTC. Come on, man. Flight's got to be an S tier. If Flight isn't in your S tier, what are you doing? Flight has got to be the funniest dude on the planet. Like, literally, whenever I'm sad or something, like, if I have nothing to watch, I'm putting a Flight video. Flight is hilarious. Like, I don't even know. Just the way that he goes about it, whether he's doing it on purpose or not, I don't care. Flight is hilarious, and he's just a GOAT. Everyone knows Flight, and he's just a GOAT in the community. Flight's an S tier, man. Pretty Boy Fredo. Come on. Come on, man. If you know, you know. People are probably watching this. These young kids are probably like, man, like, Fredo, who's that? He hasn't even posted 2K anymore. Fredo, back in 2K15, those runs at Rivet City in the high-rise, oh my gosh, bro. I remember so vividly. Pretty Boy Fredo, staple of the 2K community for so long. I'm putting him at S tier. He deserves to be there. No matter what you think of him now, for his time in the 2K community, he was S tier. Next up, we got YMD Gento. Now, Gento, I watched him for a long time. I'm going to put Gento at a C also. He's going to be in the high C, though. Gento was definitely dope. Like, his My Career series was really sick. I definitely remember watching that. But again, like, haven't watched him in a while. Doesn't make videos anymore, obviously. At least I don't think he does. Maybe he does. If he does, let me know. I'm sorry, Gento. But, yeah, Gento, cool guy. High C for me, though. iPod King Carter. I'm putting iPod in the A tier. Now, iPod's been around for so long. One of the OGs of the 2K community. You gotta pay your respects to the OGs. iPod's sitting in A for me. Gotta put him there. Let's move on right away to Jay Canada. I'm gonna put Jay in a B tier. Jay's got some good content. I like his My Team stuff. I love like his spin the wheel videos he does. I'm pretty sure he has some other really creative content. I haven't watched him in a little bit, but when I did, I definitely enjoyed it. So for that reason, I'm putting Jay at B. Jesser, automatic S tier. Jesser is an absolute legend. I love Jesser to this day. And back his 2K content back in the day was like some of the stuff that originally got me into 2K, like the pack and plays, the wagers, search and discard, guess who's. Like, Jesser was an absolute legend. Like the Michael Jordan pack openings, like if you know, you know. Jesser is a GOAT. Shout out Jesser. He's an S tier. His brother Jydell, I'm going to put in the B tier. Now, Jydell's got some pretty good content. Right now, I like Jydell's real life content a lot more than I like his regular 2K content. I'm actually going to put him for his 2K lower in the B tier. But Jydell still a very good content creator. I like Jydell. He's homie. Like, obviously, him and Jesser had some funny things back, like the skits that they would do. Those were hilarious. So, for those reasons, Jydell's a B. Joe Knows. I'm also going to put Joe in the high B tier. You know, I think Joe is definitely someone that a lot of new people in the 2A community come up with, and that's dope. I watch Joe Knows videos. I think his videos are super entertaining, super fun. He's good at the game, and, like, that's it. Like, for Joe, like, he's so informative. He helps you with builds and jump shots and different things like that, and it's really unique with, like, the LeBron James build or the Giannis builds that he makes. It's pretty cool. So he's definitely a high B tier for me. Kenny, King of the Fourth Quarter. I'm putting Kenny again in a high B. I love Kenny's videos. Kenny is super entertaining, and he knows what he's talking about. That's the thing I love about Kenny. I love listening to like him on podcasts and stuff, like House of Highlights, because Kenny knows what he's talking about. He's informative. He's smart. He seems like a genuine dude you just want to have a conversation with, and his videos are super fun too. I love his videos. I also have been watching some of his like MLB videos. Those are pretty fun. For those reasons, I got Kenny in the high B tier. That kid Kuda, S tier, man. S tier. And you can't, I'll die on this hill that Kuda is an S tier. I love Kuda. He's one of my biggest inspirations, if not my biggest inspiration for YouTube to this day. He's just someone, I loved his content. He was so original. His editing style was different than anybody's ever seen before. He's actually editing or like something with the production for Halsey, like the famous pop artist. Like, it's insane what Kuda's been able to do, and I loved his videos then. I still go back and watch them now. It's a shame that he does not put anymore, but he's doing bigger and better things. Kuda's an S tier in my books. Los, I'm putting Los at a B tier also. Personally, I've watched Los. I've never really been a huge fan of his, but you have to respect what he does. He gets tons of views. He pulls in tons of, viewership towards the 2K community, and he just gets a lot of people watching the game. For those reasons, I got Los at B. LNU, he's going in the C tier, but LNU, man, I watched a lot of LNU growing up, and LNU is actually his videos were pretty fire. Like him and Jesser, I love those videos, but obviously he had all the drama about him. With this list, we're forgetting any other external drama that these people may have had, strictly just off of their 2K, and LNU has some banger videos, so I'm going to put him in the C tier, but he's definitely somebody that I watched. Christopher London, I'm putting Chris in the S tier, man. I love Chris. His old videos, Slasher from 2K16, I think it was. Those are some of my favorite videos. 2K17, I think it was. Chris was just a GOAT. He would do My Team. He would do, My Career and Park. And I said he was. He still is a GOAT. I still watch all the 2 Hype Boys, like I said. But for 2K community also, LSK, never forget the Hotheads remix. If you know, you know. Oh my gosh, he came into 2K community, dissed everybody. It was so funny. Chris is just a great 2K creator and a great creator now. He's an S tier. Nick the Bulls fan, I'm gonna put him in the C as well. Nick, somebody I watched as well. Definitely was fun with Guess Who's and Search and Discards and those kind of games, but not a person that I necessarily liked more or less than any of the other guys. So for those reasons, I'm putting Nick at a C. Peter, I'm also going to put it at a C. Somebody who I have not watched as much of, but the videos I have watched have been pretty good. They're more informative than they are at least for me, I've watched more informative builds and jump shot videos rather than gameplays and entertainment type stuff. So maybe that's why he's a little bit lower on my list, but I just really haven't seen a lot of Peter. So for those reasons, keeping him at a C, but again, these are all good content creators. Shake and Big, I'm putting Shake at an S tier, man. You have to. Shake's the GOAT. If you didn't watch Shake's old videos, man, what are you doing? I watched his 2K, I watched his Madden, MLB. Shake, to this day, now he's streaming. I think right now, as I'm doing this video, he's doing a subathon on Twitch. Go follow Shake. He's a GOAT. I love it. I think he's just a really down-to-earth guy, and I'd love to just have a conversation with Shake. You know what I'm saying? He's somebody who I've watched for a long time, and for 2K, he always does My Team stuff. He's always in the community. He's hilarious. His rage moments are so funny. Shake is an S tier, one of the GOATs of the 2K community. Sub the Gamer, I'm going to put in the C tier. Another person who's been there for a long time. I watched a couple of his videos, not a ton of them though. Cool guy, but again, just haven't really watched enough to put him higher than C. So for those reasons, subs to C for me. Here we go, we got TD Barrett, the same thing. I haven't really watched a ton of TD Barrett, but I watched more of his Madden than I do 2K. So for those reasons, I'm going to keep him at C, but still, cool content creator. I know people love his videos and they go viral, so good for TD Barrett. That's dope. TD Presents, I'm going to put in the A tier, man. TD is a great creator. I love watching TD. I love his No Money Spent series on 2K. Overall, TD is just a great content creator and somebody who I've been watching for a long time, even since before his 2 Hype days, all that stuff. I still watch TD. I love his content. I think TD is a great creator. I know he's been through so much. I know he battled a lot I think he had an illness. I know he had a COVID 3 times. Poor guy, and I'm just really happy to see him still making videos, and I love his content. He's an A tier. T-Jack, I'm going to put in the C tier as well. Somebody who I've watched a little bit just because I saw him with Cold and Man. That's how I got introduced to T-Jack. Cool guy. Definitely seems like a very genuine, down-to-earth guy. But for me, I just haven't watched him enough to put him higher than C. Troy Dan, you got to put him in the S, man. Troy is an S tier. Troy, one of the GOATs of the 2K community, and just somebody who will always put a smile on your face. He's hilarious. He's a funny guy. I watch his live streams. I watch his videos. Been watching him for so long, and all of his content is just, it's great content, and it takes forever to make too. The editing he does on those things is insane. The different things he'll do, the skits, crazy amounts of time. Shout out to Troy, one of the GOATs. Tyceno, I'm going to put at a B strictly because of his gameplay. Tyceno is just a dog at 2K. He's really freaking good at 2K, and it's super entertaining to watch as far as someone who's really good at the game. So I'm putting Tyceno at B. Young Precise. Precise is S tier. And if you don't know Precise, here's why. First of all, Precise is my boy. He's been nothing but incredibly kind to me and just an amazing person to me since I met him online. And he's just an absolute great person. So that's first and foremost. Second of all, he's just the GOAT of the Pro-Am community. There is nobody in the Pro-Am community that tops Young Precise. And I will debate anybody on that. Like, Precise is the GOAT of Pro-Am on YouTube, and that deserves S tier. So, Precise, S tier. Zach, I'm also going to put at an A tier, man. I love Zach. Again, to this day, I watch Zach's content. Zach's another GOAT in the 2K community. His pack openings for Kobe Bryant back in the day, like, all those different pack openings and things that Zach did, I find Zach to be a great content creator, someone who's entertaining, who I want to watch the full video, and also great editing now and back then. So for those reasons, Zach's an A. And last but not least, Hollywood. I'm putting Hollywood at a C just because, again, I haven't watched him enough to put him higher, but he's definitely a cool guy. Watched some of his streams before. Definitely seems like a chill, down-to-earth type of guy. After rearranging my list, this is what it looks like for 2K YouTubers. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about it. I think this is a pretty cool list. This is just my personal opinion. Don't take it too seriously, all right? A lot of you guys I haven't even watched before, so no disrespect to them. Just haven't watched them, but that's my list. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and let me know on Twitter what you disagree with, what you agree with, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.